I'm sure Wayne will return someday. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm LP Master 6, and this is the return of Wayne. That's right, we are back in the Death Mountain Crater. Honey, when you're making the thumbnail for this video, put a boulder in it, because we are about to do everything we can do with the hammer, and you guessed it, that includes smashing boulders. Do you want a demonstration? Are you ready? Boom! Boom! Boulder destroyed. Let's go around the entire world before we go to the ice cavern and do everything we can do with the beauty of the hammer and its boulder destruction. Now this is a completely useless grotto, but I guess I'll show you what everybody does here anyway. I don't know why they put so many of these in the game when they're so pointless. Yeah, 30 arrows for 70 rupees is a terrible deal, but I guess if you're really in a pinch and you want arrows for the fire temple for whatever reason. 40 rupees for 5 bombs? God damn, this is worthless. The fire temple may be the most middle-of-the-road dungeon for most people as far as the temples go. And I completely understand that. And part of that reason is because who gives a shit about the hammer? We actually unlock very little with the hammer. I'm gonna... Oh, that's the wrong button. Alright, now we can access all of the crater at any time. You know, from the top of Death Mountain to the shortcut to the Fire Temple. Shortcut to Goron City, I mean, the secret passageway. But we also have another new Great Fairy. Nope, that's the wrong song. There we go. To me... Come to me, I want to be given. I'm sorry. Wow. What an ass shot. What a boob shot. Why? Welcome, Wayne. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Receive it now! So demanding. We get a non-sexual position here. That's nice. Whoa! He's just floating a little bit. Flailing slightly. Your magic meter is enhanced. Just like the Mad Batter does in A Link to the Past, we have twice as much magic power. Except, you know, it's not as confusing to where you think you have half the magic power you do. But, even though we have barely used any magic power, we now have it doubled. The meter is doubled itself to reflect that. And now I'm going to go back to Death Mountain Trail. Oh, I didn't know this. The ones you can bomb, the light brown boulders, you can just destroy with the hammer and not waste any bombs. So there you go. Ooh, let's look at the hammer close up. It's another one of those more primitive 3D models that I really kind of like. Here's a boulder. Nothing behind that one. Here's a boulder by the flag at the intersection. Nothing under that one. There's a beautiful angle here. I'm in that grotto. And we're getting some of his milk. We get a full bottle. That's 10 free hearts in 2 separate servings. So 5 each. We've been over this. I don't need to tell you how that works. But there, I just wanted to fill up our last remaining bottle. And I didn't want to fall back down. The rupees respawn every time you go down here, apparently. So, a decent way to grind. So, I showed beehives before. Originally, bees were going to be in the game as enemies. But the beehives remained, the bees did not in the final product. Aha! I don't know if it has to be night for this one to show up, but there we go. There is a gold skulltula behind one of those 3 boulders on the path to climbing up with all the skull waltulas, or whatever they're called. Up here, right next to the cow grotto. We're going to go back down. I think maybe there was something under that boulder near Goron City. It just had to be night. Yes. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw it. That's weird. Let's go back over by the bomb flower then. You know, above the Dongo's Cavern. Is that it? Because my notes say Boulder near Goron City. Yes. Okay. Yep, it has to be night. That's why it didn't show up. Okay, I will meet you back somewhere else. Well, guess what? That was all we had to get between the Fire Temple and the Ice Cavern. You get 3 whole important collectibles for the entirety of the Megaton Hammer. Also, we missed out on Navi's text. I'm going to go out and try to read that. Never mind, it wouldn't show up again. So instead of splitting the video and just having the boulders, maybe we don't have to have a boulder in the thumbnail, because that's not nearly long enough for a video. Listen to this song. Freezered. Watch out for its freezing breath. Destroy it completely before it revives. And we have blade traps, and they really show off the Zelda 2 damage animation. And the relaxing song is ruined by the freezers, and we get frozen a bunch. This dungeon is pretty cool. No pun intended, actually. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm a big fan. What was breathing fire on us then? But I love ice physics. I love a good ice dungeon. I love a good ice-themed song. Oh, okay. Maybe the way forward is to just destroy all the freezers? Yes. Okay, cool. Again, no pun intended. I'm sorry. Do you want more neat facts about development? Because this is the same day as doing the Fire Temple, because I knew this wasn't going to be extremely stressful and strenuous. Plus, I wanted to get to the Fire Temple last week, but the power went out and I had to do the Forest Temple twice, so here we are. The sword was on A, and the action button was on B. Ugh. Like, I always put the sword on B. The only game where I'm comfortable stabbing with A is Zelda 1. But all the way up until August 98, very late in development, they had it that way instead. Very distressing. Do you have something to say about this, Navi? No, we can just center on that. Okay. But a lot of people consider this a mini dungeon. I mean, sure, it's not really a true dungeon, but the game counts it as a dungeon if you save in here. That's it. It's got a map and a compass. So, good enough, right? Yeah, that's our first instance of silver rupees. They actually count as currency. Actually, is that our first instance? Maybe it's not, but I think it is. If you get 5, something happens in the room that you're in. But they also give you 5 rupees, I believe. Or maybe it's 10? I believe it was changed in the remake, and I'm not sure which is which. Maybe it's 20 and they nerfed it to 10 later, or 10 nerfed to 5. I don't know. But is this the right way? We also have 3 Skulltulas to get in here. And there is a dungeon item. And there is one other thing to get in here that is quite unique for this dungeon, but I won't spoil it. Let's just enjoy the dungeon, shall we? Oh, I keep thinking the icicle sound is the Skulltula sound. It is not. Is this the first room again? No. Okay, this is somewhere we actually want to be. Arrows are quite good against these guys, the freezers, but who cares? Again, you can come here first as an adult. You don't have to do the Forest or Fire Temple. You have 3 options. You cannot 100% the Fire Temple without the bow, apparently, because you can't get the map without it. But other than that, you can 100% the Ice Cavern first, and a lot of people do this first so they can do the trading sequence before the Forest Temple. The blue fire, this blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something? Fuck, remember when I... Man... I mean, I'm so glad we got 4 bottles before this, but I'm going to have to waste all our milk and stuff. I guess we'll waste this fairy. Also, we don't need the hammer anymore. I think it can kill freezers. in one hit, but I could be wrong. But this we could buy at the store for a very, very expensive price of, I think, 300 rupees. I kept calling it Blue Flame. I thought that's what it was called. Oops. It's Blue Fire. Just nice and normal. And this is a new enemy, the Ice Keese. And obviously it freezes you. But it doesn't lose its ice power like the fire ones, which, by the way, look cool. These are just straight up keys with a blue, like, aura around them. The fire keys were white until they lose their fire. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this. No, come back, come back. Whatever, we'll free aim it, I guess. Ooh, that's not good. That's good aim. Oh, man. Okay. So it has to be another aiming item that cancels out the bow's problems. Don't... Whatever, we're going to have so many hearts in here because I'm going to have to keep using my fairy and milk until it's all gone just to save space in our bottles. Oh my god. Okay, arrows don't kill you guys. I'm pretty sure the hammer does. That was my bad. Oh well, more development facts. Here's some more unused enemies that were unfinished in the game. Gels. Well, they're not confirmed to be gels, but they are slime enemies a lot like gels from previous games. They were cut at some point in development. Another spam call. I am very, very sick of this. I already mentioned the bees, and I wrote wall masters. There's already wall masters. I believe they functioned differently earlier in the game. Kind of like I mentioned that Octoroks did. They were basically completely different earlier designs. I believe it was the same for the wall masters, but I don't know why I just wrote wall masters with no context, as if I would remember. But there's our demonstration of how the blue flame works. And we get 50 useless rupees because we have nothing to spend rupees on right now. There's a chest. That is much more useful. Zelda Wiki and I agree that to achieve true 100% completion, you have to melt all the red ice with with blue fire. All of it in the game. There's not too much. It's only in Zora's Domain and the Ice Cavern, but all those useless little things, like at the entrance to the Ice Cavern, we got to go back and melt that, even though we get nothing out of it. Oh, I bet it's a map, because that's normally how this type of thing works. Ba, 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 ba. I was right. Let's check it out. I didn't mean to do that. And also unused in the game. Oh, yeah, we got one floor. Nice and simple. Did we save when we got in here? I'm going to go ahead and save. Just because I'm a little paranoid. I don't want to have to... I don't know what's worse. The power going out, my computer crashing, etc. Or the game crashing. I guess it's better to replay the game partially. And not have to redo a video than to redo a video or potentially have to replay the whole game by saving and losing the footage. So I should probably be copying my save file to file 2, but oh well. I'm just ready to get the compass. Oh, the enemies respawning does get a little old here, but I love the blade traps. From earlier Zelda games. Of course, we saw these in Bomb Chew Bowling. Don't remind me. This is a case of red ice, right? I'm not crazy. Yes! Okay, cool. Let's go this way then. Oh, just listen to this sound. It's so satisfying. That's not a Skulltula. We got 2 more Skulltulas to find in here. Please don't let me forget, you guys. It's funny because this will be uploaded way after I finish. You guys know how much I love ice block pushing puzzles? Guess what? They're here! And there's another blue flame torch. And more fucking ice keys. Come on, get out of here, please. You don't have to yell, hey, about an enemy I've already killed before. No. Snuck up on me. It was too late to turn adequately and pull out a weapon. Okay. No, we want... Yeah, we need the hook shot for this. I'll get rid of the Ocarina, because we don't actually need that for this dungeon at all. It's not like I'm going to be using for Roar's Wind probably ever again. Maybe in the Water Temple, but we'll see. Oops. But another development fact, there is an unused dungeon that was programmed very early on, possibly the first area programmed, if I were to venture a guess. It's called FSTDAN, Festdan, which first dungeon, essentially, just shortened. Which borrowed a lot of assets from Mario 64, so it looked pretty cool, and it had a lot of the early, like, screenshots and footage enemies in it. So, it's pretty cool to see. If you look up gameplay footage of that, it definitely looks like a remnant from when Ganon's castle was going to be some sort of hub. I don't know, it just looked kind of like that sort of area. But it's definitely neat, worth checking out, because I don't know, I really like it. It's just so pleasing to me, seeing when this game looks like... I said I was going to get rid of the Ocarina. No, that's not helpful. We want the bottle there, yes. Thank you. We really want to carry more than one, so we don't have to go back in, but... I believe there's only the two excuse me? Okay, never mind. Fine, we just can't fucking do it. Cool. Only the two instances in the game outside in Zora's Domain where we need the blue flame. Oops. If you shove the platform off, it respawns. How pleasant. Ooh, I believe the solution to this... See, this is a nice, simple ice puzzle. Oh, this is not the solution, is it? Ooh, we have failed. I'm going to push you into the abyss because you have failed me. So get out of here. We need you and we need you over there. Did you respawn yet? Oh, do we have to move a certain bit away for you to respawn? Oh, no, you just didn't fall off. Never mind. So please fall off. We will stare at you and watch you respawn. How does this work in universe? What is the explanation here? I don't want to do that. I want to grab. Thank you. This is the worst part of the game of grab versus climb, but even then it's not that big of a problem. Not a big deal at all. So, pretty cool. The context-sensitive system. I'm going to push you off again. I think we have 4. I think that's the last thing we need. Also, one more unused fact for today. There is an item known as the Ink Stone that probably doesn't exist because its only mention is in an October of '97 IGN article. There is no mention of it anywhere else. So there you go. That's all my notes. What are your plans for the day? I believe, since this isn't going to take long at all, I have a stream tomorrow, and I don't like recording the day of my streams or editing or anything, so I think I'm going to relax. Once we get to the water temple, I might clean the house and play more Echoes of Wisdom, I believe. Spend some time with my wife. We haven't been doing much actually together lately. Just been kind of sitting and coexisting, which of course there's nothing wrong with that. Where did we come in? I don't know. I'm scared if I reset the room, I'm going to have to... Okay, but if that's where the thing... Yeah, this is totally where we came in. So we need to go up there. Which means I'm going to go ahead and let you die. Why'd you have to go and let it die? Oh, that's some of the worst vocals ever. I mentioned before we were doing an art project, writing a song for my friend David. And I did end up, because our vocalist got all nervous, the guy who was supposed to sing it. So David and I tried singing it. We were the only ones confident enough to try singing it. And, you know, I tried singing it, and I sounded terrible. Just absolutely terrible. I was very disappointed. I wish I could sing. That would be so nice. Is that a dead end? No, I don't think this matters, though, because I think we can reach from here. Yes! I'm pretty sure you can wedge it perfectly in that little corner, but there's no need. Some of the icicles are so mean. Ooh! Alright, do we have one Skulltula or 2? I don't remember. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we need 3 of them here. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go back and get this blue fire. I think I'm gonna get 2 of them and release... I think I'm gonna drink my milk. I think I'm just gonna waste the milk instead of a fairy. I'd rather have a fairy. But why the fuck did these guys have to respawn? Oh, I think I found the solution here. At the very start, push it left. Nope, never mind. I thought that was... How did I get it there last time? Man, that's complicated. Okay, you gotta push it right and then all that way. And I guess I'll show you since I'm talking again. I'm not getting rid of the bugs, but I did bite the bullet and get rid of the fairy. Now, the smart thing to do would be to get rid of the bugs, but I told these bugs I was going to hang out with them for the rest of the game. So, maybe not for the rest of the game, but at least to the last time we can ever usefully use bugs. Why can't I figure out this puzzle? Okay, I figured it out perfectly fine before. I think I'm going to... No, that's not it. Because you want to... Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was underthinking it slightly when I first came back to commentating here. You got to do all of this. So I'm glad I got 3 because navigating this and fighting the ice keys several times would be a pain in the ass. This is not the optimal blue fire torch to go for at all. So I want to clear out whatever is in this room as soon as possible and never have to come back. I really want the compass. That would be great. So we can know everything, everywhere we need to go. Like, the compass is such an underrated item. If you're trying to fully explore a dungeon, you need the compass. Alright, this is just for a way forward, but is this going to work? Is this going to clear out all 3? Oh, yes. Okay, so we do end up with 2 extra. Very nice. This is a... Oh, no. I didn't want this. This is the end of the dungeon. We still have more to do, guys. I didn't even get the compass yet. Oops, well, my bad. It loops to the beginning. It looks like... Man, okay. The boss is... a white wolfos. There's no actual boss fight in this. It's just... I guess you could call this a mini-boss. Oh. What? What? 1 hit? With the Master Sword? It just took 1 hit? Okay, I really don't want to do this yet. So we'll come back. This is the end of the dungeon. We're not doing this right now. Oh, no, but then... Okay, yeah, we are doing this right now. Never mind, because then I'm going to have to do all that junk again. We could do this. Let's dive, baby. Oh? Wait, oh, it said open. Did you see that? But we can't actually open it. We cannot go underwater. That's ridiculous. We can't stand there and open doors underwater. Unless we had some sort of, like, some way to stand underwater, like... Iron boots! So heavy you can't run. So heavy you can't float. We meet again, Wayne. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. Cat's barging in to mess with my cords and ruin the cutscene. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. I'm drinking water to fit the theme as this plays out. I thought the game crashed for a second. Oh, my heart skipped a couple beats. Oh. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Wayne, I'll see you again. He tries to run after him that time. Link really wants to know what's up with Sheik here. But guess what? We have the bane of everyone's existence. Instead of these being an item slot, they are an equipment slot. But they're not necessarily an upgrade. Oh, you can't breathe underwater. If you start choking, take off those boots. Yeah, they're not an upgrade because we can't jump. Nope. Link. Thank you. Yeah, you don't want to walk around with these forever. Another spam call, by the way. Alright, so back in the dungeon, we need to actually finish things up here. We have some pieces of red ice to destroy, even though we get nothing for it. And we have, I believe, 2 more Skulltulas to get. I think maybe just 1. Let me check my notes. 72, 73, 74, 75. 1 more, yes, because we have the extra one. We're supposed to have 75 at the end of the dungeon. I can't believe with that milestone, you might as well say we're 75% of the way done with the game. Even though we have a good few more dungeons, we've done a ton of stuff. And it feels so good. Wait, is it a silver rupee? Or is it a blue rupee? Okay, it's just a blue rupee. That is extremely unimportant. But we still have another important item. I love that the dungeon item is an equipment upgrade that you get at the very end, along with a warp song. I don't know, it feels like the cutscene is your reward for beating the dungeon. And because there is no proper boss, there is no heart container, so another reason some people don't consider it a dungeon. But it does have a map and a compass, so I think it counts as a dungeon. A mini dungeon is a fine way to phrase it, but for our purposes, I wanted to save it for an appropriate time to treat it like a dungeon. We never cleared this area. So, hold on. Where does this lead? This might actually lead nowhere. No, it looks like that does lead somewhere. So I'm going to go try to figure out where to get my not blue ice, the blue boot. Oh, a flying pot. I didn't notice that before. Okay, maybe this doesn't actually lead anywhere. I don't know. What's that there? There's a few time-wasting red ice patches here, but okay, that's not one of them. That is a doorway. I will take a doorway. Let's go, because this might lead to a bunch of goodies, such as a very easy-to-access... oh, hey, a regular keys. An easy-to-access blue flame. Great. I will very, very gladly take it. Oh, that's a Skulltula. That's not a icicle. But guess what? This is the only piece of heart inside a dungeon in the game. Inside a main dungeon, the 3 child ones or the 5 adult ones, there is never a piece of heart. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, the first dungeon with a piece of heart inside is actually in this game or this game. Technically, you access pieces of heart through a dungeon as early as A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. But this is the first one with a piece of heart inside a dungeon. Now, if you don't want to count mini dungeons, then sure, I guess. There you go. You don't have to. Where's the Skulltula? Oh, I gotta pee. All this water. Very fitting for the water temple. I will run out of steam if I record 2 of the main dungeons all in one day. I really don't need to do that. We just did the forest temple. Oh, finally. The compass. And we've acquired every chest anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and refill our blue fire, and then finally we will figure out where that fucking Skulltula is. Wait, what was I doing there? Oh. Okay. Oh, Link looks so happy to get that Skulltula. Where are you? Oh, wait, did I see it? I think that's it. I don't know why I didn't think to look up, because that's normally how it works. Thank you very, very much. That is 75 out of 176 out of... Oh, yeah, I forgot we had this marker to tell us. 76 out of 101. Beautiful. We got the piece of heart. We got everything in the dungeon. I believe we can now leave. So I will see you at the entrance. Of course, you could just save and quit if you wanted to. Another spam call. Aha! I knew we were missing one somewhere. And with this, we have completed the dungeon. I'm glad I didn't save and quit. Technically, I wouldn't have 100%ed the game. Oh, what a shame that would have been. Okay, nice little dungeon. I am going to put that below fire and forest, but above the 3 childhood dungeons. And next time, we are going to try to melt as much ice as possible, even though we can only open the shop and free King Zora. We're going to do just that. And we actually unlock a decent amount between dungeons with the iron boots and the trade sequence by unlocking King Zora, because we can finally get Big Goron's prescription filled. As soon as King Zora is freed from his prison of ice for probably multiple years, we are going to demand that he fill a prescription. Poor guy. I'm LP Master 6, and my ear itches. I'll see you guys next time. Ooh, I'm so excited.